This is the video for square 30 of the Rosy Outlook crochet along. So here I started with a chain of 37, and then you're going to double crochet in the fourth chain from the hook, and then you're going to put one double crochet in every chain across. So you should have 35 double crochets at this point. And that's row 1. Row 2, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. And we're going to skip that first double, and we're going to double in the next double crochet. Okay. And then we are going to chain 1 and skip the next double crochet. We're going to do a front post double around the chain after, or the double crochet after that. So you see we skipped that double and we front post around the next, and chain 1 and skip 1 double, and then we are going to put 4 double crochets in a row. So 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 double crochets. All right. And we're just going to do that same thing across. We're going to chain 1, we're going to skip 1, and we're going to do a front post double. And chain 1, skip 1, and then 1 double in each of the next 4. So keep doing that, and then I'll see you at the end of the row. So I've done my last front post double, and I've chained 1, and we're down to 3 double crochets if you count that turning chain. And we're going to skip the first double, and we're going to double crochet 1 in each of the last 2 stitches. So in the last double, and then the top of that chain 3 from below. So what you should have here is just this little puffy, slightly raised part there, separated by the 4 double crochets. And let me see if I can get the shadow a little better. I'm not sure I can. For row 3, we're going to chain 4. This counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. And we're going to double crochet in that first double crochet here, and this creates kind of a V-stitch. See that? We're going to chain 1, and then we are going to skip that front post double, and we're going to skip that first of the 4 double crochets, and we're going to do another V-stitch in the second of the 4 double crochets. So V-stitch is just double, chain 1, and double, all in the same stitch. So you see we skipped the first of the 4th, and then we went into the second of the 4th. And then we are going to do another V-stitch in the next double crochet. And then we are going to chain 1, skip the last of the 4, skip the front post double, and skip the first of the next 4 and do another V-stitch. So we're just putting 2 V-stitches in the smack middle of these 4 double crochets. Wow, I'm really struggling here. Try that again. Much better. Okay, and then we're going to V-stitch in the next double. And there you have it. So do that all the way across. Just put the 2 V-stitches in the middle 2 doubles of each of our sections of 4. And then I'll meet you at the end. When you get to the end here, we only have 2 double crochets at the very end. So we're going to chain 1 after our last V-stitch, skip that front post double, skip that double crochet, and then put a V-stitch in the top of the chain 3, the turning chain from below. Once you get that first double in, the second double is easier in that chain space. I know it can be tricky. So this is what you should have at the end of row 3. Row 4, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, counts as a double crochet, and then we are going to double crochet in the chain 1 space here, the middle of that V, and then we are going to double crochet again in the same chain 1 space. So that's 2 double crochets in that chain 1 space. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip this chain 1 space, and we're going to put 3 double crochets in the middle of that V-stitch. And then we're going to put 3 double crochets in the middle of the next V-stitch. And then chain 1 and skip that space there, and we're going to put 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space of the next V-stitch. Oops, my yarn's pulling. Sorry about that. I had to fix my yarn up a little bit. And so we're just going to double crochet in 3 double crochets in the top of each of the V stitches that we put in the row below, and then chain 1 to go over this big space. And this is a pretty big gap, but it comes out pretty cute, so just trust. We're going to put our 3 double crochets in. We're going to go all the way across with that, and I'll meet you for the turn. After our last set of 3 double crochets here, we are going to chain 1, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in the last V-stitch. And then we're just going to put 1 double crochet in the 3rd chain from the turning chain. And if you recall, it was a chain 4 below. So you just want to go into the 3rd one because we're using that chain, the 4th one, as that chain 1 space. All right, so for row 5, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and skip that first double, 1 double in the next, and double crochet in the next double, double crochet in the chain 1 space, and then do this all the way across. You're going to put 1 double crochet in every double crochet and chain 1 space across. Do not forget that you have that chain 1 space. Okay, so double crochet in the tops of all your double crochets and double crochets in each of your chain 1 space. And that is the end of our repeats. We're going to repeat rows 2 through 5 until you get 17 rows, and then you're going to put a single crochet border. And that, my dears, is our very last square. At this point, you can block them if you haven't already, or not block them if you're choosing not to block them. No worries. And at this point, you can join them. You can join them however you want to, but next week I will be showing you how I did the invisible join that I did, which I personally think came out really great. But there's no right or wrong. So if you choose to do a different type of join, then by all means, and I can't wait to see all your pictures. But we will see you next week for the join, and then the week after will be the border, and that's it. So only 2 more weeks, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.